Okay, guys, keeping my channel active fragrance wise. So I'm going to do fragrances that I regret buying. I know sometimes people do videos like this. I'm gonna do my fragrances that I probably shouldn't have spent money on, but you get into like the Pokemon collector kind of thing, right? And you spend too much money on things. So let's go back, if however many years I've been into fragrances, if I could go back, if I could do it differently. I know personally for me, I do think fragrances are a pretty petty hobby. You know what I mean? I think I don't want to say I've never. Okay, how about this? And I've said this before. I most definitely have had girls come up to me and want to, actually just literally tell me, if they want to do stuff, right, coming up to me. But I don't think it's ever been because of how I smelled. I'm sure it's helped. I know I've told the story before. I've had a girl tell me before, it's like, "Oh, you smell so good. I want to suck you off right now," whatever, blah. But did I really smell that good? Or did she just like me because it was like a party atmosphere and other people liked me, right? So I think in general, I think, fragrances, yeah, just find something you like. You don't need to be a collector. Uh, and even my collection is not big compared to a lot of people, right? So I do think, when you get into hobbies, it can become kind of like an addictive disease, right? You always need to have more or something like that. But I would like to say I don't think I've ever met a girl though that has been like, Clayton A has smelled 500 fragrances, but Clayton B has smelled 501 fragrances, so I want to be with him instead, right? That's just complete nonsense, although I'm sure there are people out there, right? Anyway, but let me get into fragrances throughout all these years if I could do it differently, would I have not spent as much money on? So let me look at my little list here. Aventus. Okay, I'm gonna be honest. I've gotten a lot of money. I've gotten a lot of compliments on Aventus. It is one of my most complimented fragrances ever. It's one of the most complimented fragrances I've ever had in a single day, unsolicited compliment wise. But I don't think if I had to do it over again, I recently got, not recently, a while ago, I should say. Wow, I'm about to sneeze, I think. Time out. No, no sneezing, no sneezing. Okay. It is actually kind of winter here. If I could go back in time, I know I got recently another 50 ml decant of it, or not recently, a while ago. I would not have done that. I mean, it's just not me. I mean, I get a lot of compliments on it when I've worn it, but I do think it smells a little bit older. And I think in general, it is something that guys tend to like and older girls, right? And that's just not really my thing, I guess, you know what I mean? I do think it's a vibe kind of fragrance. I don't think it smells bad, but it's a vibe, and usually, and I've said this many times before, for the vibe it does, I would rather just wear something else. So if I probably could go back in time, I wouldn't have got this last 50 ml decant of it. I would have just got maybe like a 25 or something, dude. So would have saved my money on that. Another one, Creed Jordan de Amalfi, whatever that is. I actually, if anyone wants this, I got like a 30 ml decant of it. I definitely got Pokemon collected into it. I've only sprayed it like a couple of times, maybe. So maybe it's like 29.57, whatever the fuck, you know what I mean? I got like a 30 ml decant of it. I got Pokemon collected into it. I definitely regret that. I'll sell it to you for $75 shipped in America. I think that's a pretty damn good deal. I want to get rid of it. Please, someone take this from me. So that, what other things do we have here? 1 million. This is a backup thing. I got a backup bottle of 1 million. I probably would not have bought a backup of it because I also have 212 VIP men, which is kind of like the drunk 1 million. Um, I don't know, maybe I'll sell it or something. I'm not sure. Again, I have a backup bottle of 1 million, but it's not something I really wear, so probably wouldn't have spent money on that. What's another one? Pure Havana. Okay, dude. Pure Havana is one of the only fragrances that I bought, but I sold it and then I bought it again. And honestly speaking, like, dude, it does have a good kind of nostalgic feeling because it reminds me of something as a child almost. And I will say the dry down though, the dry down is legitimately good. I do like that a lot. But the beginning, the only real reason I like the beginning is because it kind of like conjures up something in my memory, which I'm not exactly sure. But and I can also say I know some people get lots of compliments on this. I don't get a lot of compliments on pure Havana. Pure malt I do. Pure malt is good. I wish I had and more pure malt. Probably should have bought a backup bottle of pure malt instead of getting a bottle of pure Havana. But pure Havana, I probably could have just got a decant of it. I could have been fine with saving some money and buying other fragrances. I didn't have to pay. I think it was like 88 bucks when it came out. Probably just could have got like a 50 ml decant of it or something and save money getting something else. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have done that. That's something I would not do again. Um, oh, the guest seductives. Okay, I've said this before. The guest seductives, I was getting so much compliments on this, I got fucking bored of it, so I don't even wear it anymore. But I was like, dude, I'm getting so much compliments on this, I gotta get a backup bottle. And now it's like I don't even wear the regular one, so I would do that over again because it's just not me. I'm at that stage, you know what I mean? I don't, this is what I say for all the compliment videos. Just if you ever want compliments on fragrances, just look at anyone's reviews and they're gonna have their top 10, their top 20, whatever. Almost all fragrances can get compliments within reason. So just find the fragrances that you like in that list. It doesn't need to be their number one, doesn't need to be their number two, whatever, right? So I've said before, Guest Seductive is one of my most complimented fragrances ever, but I don't care because it's just not me, and I don't care if Guest Seductive gets 10 compliments or something one day and some other fragrances got 9. I would just take the 9 one, whatever. Does that make sense? It doesn't matter to me, so I wouldn't have got backup bottles of that. What else do I have? Oh, I have an unopened bottle of the original YSL Loam. Probably would sell that if anyone wants that. Tell me what you would want for it. I just got that because again, Pokemon collector. I got a bottle of it. It's unopened, dude. It's probably from like 2011 or something, and I got it, and whatever. I got it, dude. I mean, I've had it before, and I got another bottle. I'm like, I'm never gonna wear this, but I bought it because I'm an idiot. Dolce& and Gabbana, the One Gentleman. I have a little bit of that. That was just I got it because someone was selling it for cheap, and I got it. And now I never wear it. There's not much left of it though, so it's not even worth selling. But I wouldn't have done that. Millesime Imperial. I've said this before. When I was first getting into fragrances more and more, I was thinking, do I want the big 120 ml of Millesime Imperial, or do I want the big 120 ml of Silver Mountain Water? And whatever one I got the big 120 of, I was gonna just get a decant of the other. And I thought Silver Mountain Water smelled better, but it also wasn't very strong anyway. And I kept reading online that people were like, Millesime Imperial gets all these compliments, blah 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 blah. So I was like, okay, I do think Silver Mountain Water smells better, but I'll believe in what people are saying. And I barely ever get compliments on Millesime Imperial. And half the time people can't even smell me. I've been out with girls before, and girls are like, Clayton, I didn't even know you were wearing something today. It's not that it's not there. I just think that people are asnomic or whatever that is to the smell. So I would definitely redo that. I just would have gotten a decant of Millesime Imperial, and I would have gotten the full bottle of Silver Mountain Water because I think Silver Mountain Water is one of my favorite scents of all time, and it's one of my most complimented. So that's a fucking win. But that was a mistake I made. So that I would have got. I don't know if I would sell Millesime Imperial because I mean I got a big bottle of it, but it's not something I'm super horny about. My Dolce& and Gabbana Light Blue, I got that. Not a lot left of it, so not worth selling. I've gotten some compliments on that, but I probably wouldn't get that again. What else do we have here? Oh yeah, Back to Black. Okay, so I got a probably I like Back to Black. I have actually gotten some compliments on it recently, but in general, it's not a big compliment getter for me. But I have gotten some compliments on it recently. Okay. But I think if I had to redo that, I wouldn't have gotten the full thing, and I would have just gotten a decant of it. So again, I could have gotten more of other stuff, right? So I would have done that, redo that. What about that? Oh, Spiritus Double Vanille. God, I think I've had like I got like a 130 ml decant. I got like a 10 ml decant of that, and then I was like, I kind of like this. Let me give myself a 30 ml decant of it. Excuse me. Then after I got that 30 ml, I'm like, what am I doing? Totally got Pokemon collected. You know what I mean? And I was like, it's here's the thing, and I've said this before. I just don't think it smells very good up close for the first few hours, right? So I kind of feel like that was a waste. Again, it smells really good in the air, but besides the initial blast, which doesn't smell too funky, I think the first few hours don't smell that good up close, and that's what I want to do when I wear fragrance. I want to smell it up close and really be like in my own vibe, right? But good thing about this is the performance is, I don't know if it's been reformulated or whatever since I got it, but the performance is insane, right? It is very, very fucking strong. So thankfully, you can just kind of smell the air around you, so it's not too bad. But I probably would not have spent, all the money I did to get it. What else? Sublime Vanille. Got a bottle of that. Again, spent hundreds and hundreds of dollars on that. Smells all right. Wouldn't do it over again, though. I've actually thought about kind of selling this, and maybe I could just be like, hey, let me just pour some of this into a decant for myself, and I'll sell you the bottle of it. But I don't totally regret it because sometimes you do got to buy stuff at the store so the sales reps actually think that you're legit. You know what I mean? You do got to buy stuff sometimes. So I bought it, but slight regrets. But it's good I bought it because I'm sure they're like, dude, this guy's got to buy something. We can't give him free samples all the time, right? I only got a decant to that one. That wasn't too bad. What about this? Calvin Klein Reveal. I got a decant. I got a backup bottle of that. Probably would not have gotten a backup bottle of this, but again, I just got so many fucking compliments on it. I'm like, dude, I gotta get a backup bottle of this just in case. Again, super great cheapie if you want compliments, but again, as time has gone on, it's just like it's not super me, so I would not do that over again. Probably just would have been fine with a regular bottle. What else do we have looking through this list? Yelp Om Wild, not something I really wear ever, but I got a bottle of it for like 20 or 30 bucks, I think. It's kind of like, do I regret spending 20 to 30 bucks on it? Because it's like I can't even really fucking sell it anymore, right? Because it's just like so cheap. I'm basically gonna lose money sending it to someone, I feel like, but I don't know. I probably won't do that over again. What else do we have here? Is that it on my list? I'm trying to look at the first. Oh, Axe Dark Temptation. I got a fucking bottle of that. I just wanted to see what the EDT actually smelled like. And I've said this before, man, you may as well just freaking buy the body spray, dude, because it's hard to imagine anything performs worse than the EDT. It's almost like I got like a fucking bad bottle or something. Who knows, right? But it performs so terribly that you may as well just get the body spray, I think. But I got a bottle of that, and oof, I regret that one. Is that on my list? I mean, yeah, that's pretty much my list. I have about for Granica says I have like 76 fragrances right now. I'm not sure if that's true. I'm gonna have a little bit more than that, or a little bit less. I don't remember. I haven't actually counted recently, but something like that. So those are some fragrances over the years that if I could have to do it over again, probably would. Um, Maybe do some more fragrance reviews here soon. I'll think about something to do. Thanks for watching. Dan.